Hey, what's up, guys? Dale Valor here for Modern Valor Dating. Today we're going to be talking about stories, why you should have them, how to deliver them, and how to tell the best epic tale of adventure and intrigue that you have ever had in your entire life. I got the top 3 tips on how to do that. Let's go. Alright, tip number 1, have stories. Think about the things that have happened in your life and the reasons that why you've done them, and have a database of stories. I said in an earlier video, I have a list of stories to tell. And the reason for that is it gives a woman a snapshot into who you are and makes them realize that you're a real person with real ambitions and real goals and the reason behind it. And it just makes it, you have that connection so it's that she feels like she knows you in a very, very short amount of time. All right. Now, the thing is that if you don't have good stories to tell, that's a skill you can work on. You need to really, really work on being a good storyteller and having the right tonality and the poignant pauses and where you're going to have jokes thrown in there and take them on a ride. Because if you ever listen to a woman communicate with another woman, all right, they don't generally conversate in cut and dry conversations like men do. You know, men tell about what happened, women tell about how they felt. If you can deliver how you felt in a given situation, you've got it. It's a wrap at that point. Because now you're speaking her language. And it's so vitally important to be able to speak the same language. If you've ever tried to communicate with somebody who doesn't speak English, it's very difficult. Now, obviously, that's an extreme example, but it holds true. You know, you have to be able to communicate and conversate on the same plane, on the same level. And if you can't do that, it makes it significantly harder. So just make sure you have good, airtight stories of, a beginning, a middle, and an end. How you felt, what happened, the reasons why it happened, how you overcame the situation. Because that way a movie is playing out in her mind of you. She's picturing you doing these things. And she's picturing herself in the picture watching you do these things. So keep that in mind. We're going to hop into tip number 2. All right, tip number 2. How to tell a good story. Have you ever heard somebody just really telling a story passionately with conviction about what happened? And like if you ever saw, there was a show in the 80s called Reading Rainbow, all right, where people are just kind of reading stories and things like that. It was a kid's show, and they don't just pick anybody and just anybody to come in there and read those stories. They bring people in there who can tell a story, not just read a book. Okay, so the reason behind that is that if you don't have the right tonality, if you're not choosing the right words, if your body language and your facial expressions, if this isn't all congruent, the story doesn't land as well. Does she have the information that you're trying to get across? Yeah, probably. But it doesn't land the same. It doesn't spike emotion. It's like a good movie versus a bad movie. I don't know if you've ever seen remakes of Hollywood classic movies. They're generally not as good, even though the story is exactly the same for the most part. It might be rewritten slightly different, but by and large, the story arcs are the same. And the reason for that is because they're not telling the story the same way that it was originally intended. They're telling the same story, but they're doing it differently. And if you were telling a story, if I give you a script and you read the script, that's not you acting it out. That's you reading a script. But if you act it out, if you have it memorized, and you're able to engage with your audience, and you're choosing the right emotions at the right time, and you, like I said, you have those poignant pauses to hold their attention, to bring them back in. These are the things that you need to deliver a good story. So take a story, take something that happened in your life. Think about it. Write down what actually happened. Practice it. Memorize it. Say it the way that you need to say it in your own voice, but let it be congruent when something tragic is happening. Maybe you bring your voice down a little bit and talk about how this guy was coming after you and your mom. You're walking down the street, and this guy just pops up out of nowhere. He's got a pipe in his hand. And, you were distraught. You didn't know what to do. Because, your mom's elderly, and she's going to get hit in the head with a pipe and likely kill her. But you had to take action. So what you did was you realized that there was a rock that you could pick up and grab, and you smash it upside his head. You see what I'm saying? Like the tonality and the injection of emotion and all those things, when you combine them, that's what makes for a great story. That's what makes you engaging. So we're going to hop into tip number 3. Let's go. All right, tip number 3. You want to show your identity through story. So, in other words, you've got to talk about the character that you have. Now, it's all well and good to be entertaining, but you're not there to entertain. Nobody's paying you to do there to put on a show. All right? You're not the stand-up comedian. You're not the rock star. You're not any of those things. Nobody's paying you to be there. That's not why you're there. You're there to try to meet new women, get other women in your life, that kind of thing. So the thing is that you don't want to be the dancing bear. Oh, tell us another one. Tell us another funny joke. Do another cool little game. You're so much fun. And then at the end of the night, she leaves with somebody else on a high note because of you. Okay, so that's not what you want, obviously. So the thing is use the stories sparingly and when it makes sense. But in those stories, make sure that you communicate your character, your integrity, what you're about, your goals, your ambitions, your boundaries. That way, you don't have to tell her directly, hey, this is what I'm about. Hey, this is who I am. She's going to get the gist of it through the story that you tell her. You're communicating everything about yourself through an intriguing, fun, adventurous story. So, hey, listen, I'm Teo Valor for Modern Valor Dating. If you like this video, make sure that you subscribe. If you get value out of it, make sure that you share it with somebody else who you think needs to hear it. We try to get you these videos the best way that we can and the quickest way possible. So make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, engage with us. We want to be that company that you can actually reach out to and get help immediately. So get at me. You can find me on Facebook. You can find us on Instagram. Just send me a direct message if you've got dating questions. You know what to do. So until the next video, I'm Teo Valor for Modern Valor Dating. Salute.